Welcome to KaiChi Live. I'm KaiChi, and this is my recap on Dragon Ball Super Episode 93. So, beginning the episode, we see Goku trying to convince everybody to allow Freeza to join them up. Of course, everybody was against this, since they know what's the personality of Freeza, since he might go betray them. But Goku mentioned that he knows that he's going to betray them, and he thinks that him and Vegeta could go against them. But still, everybody was still against it. Then Goku turned to Whis and asks what's their chances in the Turbo Power. Whis mentioned that he doesn't know much of the universes, but he does mention that in one of the universes, one of the mortals was able to beat Beers, and one of the God of Destruction was able to beat Beers also, or stronger than Beers. Beer mentioned that he only lost in the arm wrestling contest. With the comments with both Whis and Beers, everybody reluctantly agreed to allow Freeza to join their team, and Goku set off to recruit Freeza. Then we get a couple of scenes with Goku trying to convince King Yama and Granny, I forgot her name, she's the sister of Master Roshi, into allowing Frieza coming back to life for 24 hours. And we see Goku going to Frieza Hell and experience what was going on over there. He mentioned that it was a great place. As he tried to negotiate Frieza into joining, Frieza agrees with his terms. One in terms of him trying to get resurrected back to life again, and making Goku promise him. He also asked whether or not if he could kill the other tournament members. Of course, Goku said no, but Frieza mentioned that he will try to do his best not to. Then we jump to Universe 6 as we see Kappa and Caulifla try to help Kale to become Super Saiyan. As we've seen before, we see Kale has a meek personality as he tried to reluctant to transform into Super Saiyan. At first, Caulifla tried to teach her to do her way to become a Super Saiyan, but tried to focus all her power with some kind of tinkle feeling and release it in order to become Super Saiyan. We see that she almost succeeded into doing so, but unfortunately she wasn't able. Then we get a back and forth between Caulifla and Kappa. Kappa mentioned that her way of teaching might be confusing for Kale. While those two was arguing, we see Kale being annoyed by it. As I should mention before, we see Caulifla became a Super Saiyan in order to encourage Kale to become a Super Saiyan too. Kale was in fact impressed by it, but when Kappa became a Super Saiyan, she was annoyed by it. Caulifla, after discussing with Kappa that they should go with his way of helping her become a Super Saiyan, by getting angry and in order to become a Super Saiyan. As we see before, Kappa tried to insult Kale in order to get her angry, just as he did with Caulifla. Since they both have different personality, Kale just cried from all the insult. Caulifla, annoyed by Kappa of what he was doing to her, and asked him to stop making her cry. But he mentioned back that he's trying to get her angry. Caulifla did her best to encourage Kale to become a Super Saiyan. Unfortunately for her meek personality, she always tears up. Caulifla then had an argument with Kappa of her way of teaching. While all this happened, this annoys Kale. This pushed her into becoming a Super Saiyan. As we see in the other promotion in previous episode, that we know that she became a Super Saiyan, a legendary Super Saiyan, similar to Broly. While Kale was transformed to Super Saiyan, they noticed that her transformation was different from theirs. After Kale became a Super Saiyan, Caulifla was impressed, but Kale turned her attention to Kappa, saying that she's going to destroy him. We see that Kale went after Kappa. Kappa did his best to fight off Kale, and he also became a Super Saiyan in order to try to transform her back to her normal. But unfortunately for him, he doesn't know about her power levels, but in the end, he was no match. Oh, I should also mention before, in the previous episode, it seems that Caulifla was able to sense key power levels, or something similar to it. After Kale sent Kappa flying away, it seems that she was getting more powerful and more powerful. At one point, she brought to release a key blast at Kappa. Caulifla noticed that he was in trouble and fly to him in order to save him. We see that Caulifla was able to deflect the blast. Caulifla then tried to talk to Kale, saying that she was impressed and how powerful she has become. Her words was able to reach to Kale. She de-transformed from Super Saiyan and became unconscious and about to fall back to the ground. Caulifla was able to catch her and said she was also still impressed how powerful she has become. Kappa then mentioned how lucky for them to find a most powerful warrior. So in this episode, we found out more about Universe 4. We found the name of the Supreme Kai, which is Kuru, and the God of Destruction, which is Quintela or Quintela. Yes, Quintela. It seemed that he was sending spies into the other universes to check on their progress and what kind of fighters they're going up against, because he was worrying whether or not it was going against what rules Zeno said. Quintella mentioned that Zeno didn't mention that they couldn't use any spies. The spy they were using seemed to have some kind of analytical mind, which he checked out the other universe's fighters. Quintella asked the spy what's the fighter they plan to resurrect. He mentioned it was Freeza. Kuru asked Quintella what he plans to do, and then we see Quintella coming up with the idea and saying that bears need to disappear and he was sorry about it. Overall, this episode was okay. We see Goku trying to recruit Freeza. We also see in Universe 6, Kale became a Super Saiyan, similar to Broly or the legendary Super Saiyan, and how she feels their relationship between Cabba and Caulifla, or the relationship between all three of them. So far in Universe 6, I think they have about, let's see, so there's 3 Saiyans, Hit, Frost, the bear guy, the man. So all they left was 3 more fighters. So I don't know. I hope maybe since they similar to Universe 7, their sister universe, they might actually bring maybe a Namek. I probably butchered your name. So yeah, so I'm looking for what their fighters. And also in this episode, we found out what's going on with Universe 4. It seems that they might have all their fighters too, since they are now sending spies to in order to try to get one up against the other universes. So in this episode, we also find out the supreme kind of Universe 4, which I mentioned before, is Kuru, and the God of Destruction, which is Quitela. I think has some kind of maybe a Mexican god name because it's Quisquela. It's like he's some kind of sun god, but his how should I say this? That he has some kind of animal with him, which happens to be like a mouse or a rat. But I'm not entirely sure. I'm probably remembering it wrong. But anyway, so we see that okay. So basically, we see in this episode, we see that Universe 4 is trying to plot a way to in order to stop against the other universes, especially Universe 7. And I'm really hoping they don't actually use Freeza, cause like Frieza is not. As you have seen the other Z fighters, they used to be enemies against Goku, especially Piccolo and Vegeta, because like Piccolo really wanted to kill Vegeta, not Vegeta, Goku, because of King Piccolo thing, and Vegeta, he also wanted to kill Goku because whatever, because he's evil, but really because they mentioned about when he became a Super Saiyan, it's like you had to pure heart, pure evil in order to become Super Saiyan, but it turns out not really, maybe you gotta be pure or something, but it doesn't seem like, because like Frieza, as it also mentioned in this episode, that he hasn't repent, and that's the reason why he wasn't able to cross over. I guess cross over meaning come back to life, like the normal way, or reincarnated. So the Frieza is great, great character as a villain, but not as working with the Z fighters, because like we definitely see he's not working with them. Hopefully they get around it. But I'm just looking for the next episode to see what happens. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, click that likes button. Click over here to watch my previous video. Click over here to watch my previous recap on Dragon Ball Super. Click over here to watch my next recap on Dragon Ball Super. And click over here. Subscribe to my channel KaiChi Life for future nerd and geeky videos. Thank you.